UI behavior is a key component of the modern website. Designers often look at examples for reference or inspiration. However, adapting complex behavior to an existing website can be challenging due to their high complexity and dynamic nature. Prior work has explored retargeting static design elements, but not their dynamic behaviors. We introduced Umitation, a system that helps designers extract, edit, and adapt UI behavior examples to their own websites. We do this by breaking down interface behavior into 4 components: trigger, trigger object, response object, and response. With this framework, our system provides contextualized guidance to help retarget behaviors from sourced to target websites. Let's take a look at some examples. Suppose I want to make the site more engaging by improving the drop-down behavior. I'd like to retarget an example behavior I found online to use it on my own site. I want to use Umitation to make this task easier. To start the system, I click this icon and the system main panel pops up. Then I go to the source website, select the element whose behavior I want to copy. To make this easier, Umitation provides contextualized guidance such as a cursor following window that shows the selection instructions, or a dashed border around the DOM elements I hover over. After the selection, I go back to the main panel, click the record button, and interact with the selected elements to record the desired behavior. During the recording, Umitation tracks user input events and attribute changes on the selected elements and the window element. After the recording, Umitation displays the example behavior in the table, where each row shows the behavior information of one CSS attribute, and each column shows further details, including a template-based natural language description and the 4 behavior components mentioned before. As you can see, this drop-down behavior has 2 attribute changes. The first is the transform attribute, which changes from 200 pixel to 0 pixel. The second is the transition attribute, which describes how this transformation happens. These squares represent a simplified version of the start and end UI state. These functional relationship charts help visualize the changes, which is useful when the trigger and the response are continuous. Umitation also allows users to edit these behaviors so that they can experiment with different versions. For instance, I can change the trigger from hover to click. I can also change the response function via direct manipulation or by clicking these pre-made interpolation functions. To adapt these behaviors to the target website, I can choose to either manually select the target elements or to auto-match them, which lets the system find similar elements on the target website. To use manual select, I go to the target website. Following the instructions, I select the trigger and response elements. After this, the system will add buttons to allow users to reselect the elements and to turn these behaviors on and off for easy comparison. Umitation provides other techniques to help clarify user intent and facilitate rapid prototyping. For instance, users can create behavior variants with the different functional relations between the 2 attributes. When experimenting with these variants, the system allows users to test each on separate elements. This helps reduce the effort of context switching. In this example, where we are changing the width of the progress bar, Umitation allows users to switch units from pixels to a percentage. This way, the behavior can be adapted to any progress bar. In this example, I only want to extract the clicking behavior of the button, and I can use the table to find a row with a click trigger and apply just this change to the target website. Umitation also supports group behavior retargeting. In this example, I select the sidebar and one card element to retarget the resizing behavior. When adapting this behavior to my site, the system finds elements that are structurally similar as well as other cards that have the same class name. In the system evaluation, participants report that Umitation is easy to use and efficient at helping them retarget the UI behavior examples. Please see our paper for more details.